anyone who wears perfume for these videos, even though you guys literally can smell me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be 5 series that I want to finish in 2021. So these are all series that I either started last year or even before that I've never finished. I have this bad habit of starting series and just never finishing them. I have these 5 series that I want to hold myself accountable, that I need to finish these series this year, or at least catch up in these series. I do have a video coming out on 5 series that I want to start this year, so stay on the lookout for that. But for now, these are the series I want to finish this year. So the first book I want to talk to you guys about is Warstorm by Victoria Aveyard. This is the 4th and last book in the Red Queen series. I have already started this book. I'm almost halfway through, and I need to finish it. It's kind of a boring book so far. I'm not enjoying it as much as I loved the first books. The first 2 books were really good. The 3rd book was okay, and then this one for me is doing nothing. I just want to finish it and see what happens. But this is a fantasy story about a world where people are divided by blood. There are people who bloods are red and people whose blood are silver, and they have magic abilities. And there's this girl Mare who, it's a whole story. It's 4 books. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to give too much away. But the first 2 books were really, really good. This one is just so long, and there's like 4 points of view, which I'm getting confused. And I just need to finish it. I just need to sit down and finish this book and be done with the series, because I really enjoyed the series. I'm not a fan of the final book. But I only have 50% left of the book, so I need to finish it. So the next book I have on my list is one that I'm actually excited about. I just can't find myself sitting down and reading it, and I don't know why. But it is the 3rd book in the Gushaverse trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I have read the first 2 books last year and I loved them. The first book went on my list of the best book of 2020. It was so surprising for me. I didn't think I was going to love it as much as I did, but I really did. And this is the final book in this trilogy. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil it, and I think everybody knows what this book is about. But I wanted to read it before the Netflix series comes out. And like I said, I need to sit down and read this book. And I'm actually really excited about, because I really like the first 2. This is why I'm making this video. So I held myself accountable to actually read this book. I need to read this one soon, actually. Like I said, I'm excited about this book. I need to read it. So the next book I have to talk to you guys about is one that might be surprising that I haven't read yet, but it is The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. I've never read this series, guys. For a lover of fantasy, it's kind of embarrassing almost to say that I have never read this series. But I did read the first book last year and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. It's an epic adult fantasy. There's nothing much to say about this book. Everybody knows these books. And the movie were great, and I always wanted to read the book, so I bought this bind up of all 3 books. I just need to sit down and read the 2nd book and 3rd book. Yeah, it's just, for me, the writing style is a little bit hard to get into because it's very descriptive, and so I'm not loving it as much. But I do really enjoy this book, and I feel like these are, a must read if you like fantasy books. So I really want to get on and read this series and finish this series basically this year. So yeah, Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. So the next book I want to talk to you guys about is Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahurin. I read Serpent and Dove last year, I think, and I really enjoyed it. It's such a fun YA fantasy book. It's about witches and hunter, and it's French inspired, and they talked so much about pastries and I love it. I really enjoyed it. It's an enemies to lover romance. I really liked it. It's nothing spectacular, but I really, really enjoyed the first book, and I never went on reading the 2nd book. I don't know if this is a trilogy or anything. The first book didn't really leave on a cliffhanger or anything, if I remember correctly, but I did remember I was excited to see what was going to happen in the series. So I just need to get on and read this book. But yeah, I'm excited about this book. So the last book I have on this list is Thunderhead by Neal Shusterman. This is a dystopian book, my only non-fantasy book on this list. This is a dystopian trilogy about this world where they have mastered death, basically. So no one dies from natural causes, but to be sure there's not an overpopulation problem, there's the scythe basically who has to kill people. Basically, the first book follows these two apprentices, and there's a love story, and I really like the first book, so I need to continue on with the series. I already have the third book on my bookshelf, so I could just binge the series. I don't know why I haven't read the second book yet, because I really enjoyed the first book. I mean, it's a Neal Shusterman book. He always is a solid author in my opinion. He always makes really good books. Always, like, they're always really good. So I just need to read the second book and the last book this year. So yeah guys, that's it. These are the 5 series I want to finish this year. Like I said, be on the lookout for my next video, which is going to be 5 series I want to start this year. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video.